You know what? I'm still not right. You're 30. Way over. I'm gonna do this again. It feels like almost every video I make I have to redo. Then I put it in my computer and I look at it. Because I lean into the camera constantly, you're not even seeing me. I have to stay back more. No, I'm gonna move the camera again. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It has been at least a month since I gave an update on my surgery. It's now been 3 months and 2 days since I had my facelift, neck lift, temporal brow lift, and lower blepharoplasty. I'm feeling really good about my results. I'm healing great. I have a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you about. I first want to talk about the positives, and that overall I am thrilled with my results. I'm really glad that I had the surgery. I think the most dramatic change for me is my neck. I have my jawline. I'm really happy with that. That's the most dramatic result, is in my jawline, and maybe I'll attach some video of how it looked before, because it wasn't looking very good before. I wasn't happy with it at all. That was the most glaring thing to me about how I looked that I really wanted changed. I wanted to look natural. I did not want to look pulled. And reality is that I'm older. I'm not a 50-year-old who had a facelift. I'm not going any farther than that. You don't have to know exactly how old I am. Oh, I know what I want to do first. First of all, I want to thank everybody who has been subscribing to my channel. I've got a lot of new subscribers, and thank you so much. It really feels good to know that people are watching my videos and getting something out of them, and I'm getting lovely comments. Thank you very much. And I want to make sure that if you want to be entered in my Roomba contest, because I'm giving away my Roomba, my robot vacuum cleaner. I have a video. I will link the video that tells about that right up here. But watch this video first, and that will tell you why I'm giving away my Roomba. I'm gonna give it away when I reach 1,000 subscribers, but be sure to tell me in the comments that you want to be entered in the drawing, because I'm not gonna draw a name of somebody that isn't interested in winning it. So you've gotta let me know if you wanna be in the contest. I haven't done my facelift update because I went to New York. I went to New York for, actually it was only 6 days. It wasn't nearly enough to go to New York. Boy, we're going back. I'm taking my husband next time, although I really had a great time being there on my own. But I have so much footage that I shot while I was there, and I'm still trying to edit that and get all those videos up. So it took away from my time to be able to do this update. I'm looking in the monitor to make sure that you can see. I do still have bruising. I still have, well, I wouldn't call it bruising, leftover redness, and that is slowly disappearing. It's going to take, it's a big surgery and it's a big recovery. So everything is still kind of like balancing out. I still have, I can feel it. And today I'm puffier than I have been. Some days I'm puffier than others. I can still feel that there's healing going on inside here. It's like, and it's hard to describe. It's not numb, it's just a strange feeling, but it's coming back slowly, and that takes months. It really, it can take even up to a year for everything to fully settle down and kind of be where it's going to be. Now, the issues that I've had, I've already talked about, what, like with my lip, where I have this numbness, a little bit of, it's not so much numb anymore, but I'm still having, I'm gonna move that mirror. I'm still having a little bit of struggle with my S's, saying my S's. There's like just this little bit of a, I don't know, Dr. Ransom thinks that maybe during the surgery, because I had a tube in my mouth, that maybe I was laying on it, lying on the tube, and that it caused a little trauma to my mouth area and also under my tongue. And it's a lot better than it was. So it is healing, and it's just another part of the healing process that I'm just gonna have to be patient with, I guess. The other thing that's going on now, I talked about my dry eyes. My dry eyes are so much better, and in fact, My right eye is actually doing a little bit of the opposite. It's a little bit weepy. And the reason for that is that it's healing, kind of pulling a little bit here. And what I'm doing now to counteract that is Dr. Ransom is having me I do this several times a day. I sort of close my eye from the bottom up and hold it for about 10-15 seconds and bring it back down gently. When they do a lower blepharoplasty and they, I guess he just removed the fat pads under there, but also when the muscles are healing, they can pull a little bit, and I guess mine is pulling a little bit. That's a little bit of a disappointment, but it's not that big of a deal. I think it's doing fine. Sometimes it's a little weepy, other times it's completely dry and it's fine. So these are not issues that would have been deal breakers for me. I did all my homework. And I knew that there are some risks that come along with these surgeries, and that, you just have to, I made a choice. I made a choice to have elective plastic surgery. And when you do, you just want to educate yourself and know what can go kind of wrong. And I wouldn't say this went wrong, but it's having a little tougher time healing. So I'm helping it with healing so that it doesn't pull down. My temporal brow lift, he did a little, I'm noticing now, I was looking at the videos, Dr. Ransom gave me a little Botox on Monday. Today is Saturday, so it's been 5 days. And it takes about 10 days for Botox to really kick in, but I'm seeing that I probably should have had a little bit more in this eyebrow because it's not up where this one is. So a little asymmetry there, but that's the Botox. That's not from the surgery. I did the temporal brow lift as opposed to getting an upper blepharoplasty where they take the skin away here. I may still do that in the future. I had him do the Botox for now just to see if we could get a little more lift out here, but I don't want the lift like they call it the Spock look, like Mr. Spock in Star Trek. Oh, here, this is something that I think this is part of what's going on with my lisping as well. And I did know about this, that when they do a facelift, it doesn't touch your lip area, your upper lip area. It's only, out here, and then the neck lift down here. So I kind of feel like for lack of a better way of putting it, I feel like my upper lip got kind of left behind, and I thought about maybe sometimes they do a lip lift at the same time that they do the facelift to kind of bring it all up at the same, so it's all symmetrical, and mine has a little asymmetry now because I didn't have anything lifted in here. So I'm thinking about having a touch up it wouldn't be for a couple of more months. He won't even do any kind of revisions. It wouldn't even be a revision. It would be an addition, I guess. But he won't do it until I'm at least 6 months post-op. So I'm thinking about maybe doing that where he would, because my lip is kind of, it's almost like it got, like I said, like it got left behind. But it just feels that way, like it's lower, like it's longer here now, and I need here that wouldn't look too good, would it? He would have a way of doing it where it would be corrected and bring it back into being symmetrical with the rest of my face, because it's lower now in comparison with the rest of my face. Does that make sense? So that's one thing I'm thinking about. So I'm in the healing process. 3 months is not full recovery for this. It's most recovery, and the most dramatic changes have happened, but there's still a few more months of everything completely settling down. Can you see now? Am I in frame? Because I did a video just a couple of hours ago and I went and looked at all the footage, and I was so close you couldn't really see what I was talking about. So that's my update at 3 months post-op. And I think I have makeup on. I did a makeup demo, but I don't know if I'm going to upload that one either. Because of having the dry eye problem, I decided I would try doing, instead of powder eyeshadows that I would try a cream in a pot. And this is by MINA. It looks like 3INA, but it's MINA. MINA is how it's pronounced. And I think it's like a number to the color. I think it's 120. I'll put that down below. It's a good cream shadow, but I found that it dried really quickly and got kind of dries almost like clay. It's kind of cakey in a way. So I feel like it sort of dried out my upper eyelids. I would not recommend this if you have dry skin. I don't have particularly dry skin, but I don't have oily skin at this point either. So I don't know if I would recommend that if you have dry skin. So that's my update. I wanted to make sure I got this update in here at 3 months. I do have some little issues and things that are still getting resolved, but I am very happy I did this. I just want to remind you, please subscribe to my channel and let me know if you want to be entered in my drawing for my Roomba vacuum cleaner, because I'm going to have a drawing as soon as I reach 1,000 subscribers, and I'll choose somebody, but you've got to let me know that you want to be in the drawing, because I'm not going to just draw anybody's name and send them a vacuum cleaner. You've got to let me know you want it. I'm going to get back to editing my New York videos because I had such a wonderful time in New York. Oh my God, I can't wait to go back. I love New York. I got lost in Harlem one night. Well, I didn't really get lost. The Uber driver didn't show up. She ended up parking like 2 blocks away and then was sending me texts saying that she wanted me to walk to her. Well, that's the whole reason you call Uber, isn't it? So that you don't have to go walking around looking for a ride. A wonderful woman, a homeless woman on the street, decided to take ownership of my dilemma, and she walked me a couple of blocks to find a taxi because I had no idea where I was. She was awesome. Her name is Pepsi, and she was great. So thank you, Pepsi. I really, really appreciated that. Everybody in New York was so friendly that I met. People were helpful. People were fun. There's just so much to do. It's incredible. I want to live in New York. I'm rambling. I have to stop rambling. So that's my update. 3 months post-op. Most of the healing is done, but a lot of things resolve over about a 6-month period. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button if you like this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.